It's a tricky one. So we did lose. We lost to Liverpool 1-0. Clear, it's a loss. No scandals, no VAR, no bad refereeing decisions. We just lost. I don't feel angry. I didn't at the time, and I don't now the day after. More just at the time, disappointment. Definitely was disappointed in the loss. That's really all it was. It was a very tight game. 0-0 for the best part of, I don't know, what was it, 75 minutes, close to 80 minutes. Nothing in the game. Not any, there wasn't a lot, if any, chances. In the first half, I think we were the better team, just ever so slightly. Given that they had the home advantage, we was controlling the ball, and we wasn't really ever under pressure or felt like there was really any direct threat to our goal in that first half. Madueke had a few good look-ins on that right side and probably had the best chance of the game in that first half. But yeah, it was very tight. Went into the second half, and maybe around the 60th minute mark, maybe just before that's when I think things began to change. Zubamendi, I feel like dropped off, and Rice, but in particular Zubamendi, I feel like dropped off physically in that second half, and then it seemed like Virgil van Dijk was getting more time on the ball and was just kind of playing balls directly through the middle of our midfield. So that was concerning, especially given we had started with quite a strong, physically imposing midfield with Rice, Marino and Zubamendi. And then, sometime after that, it was disallowed, but they scored a disallowed goal. And at that point, that's when I was kind of a little bit like, this is going to be the start now. Because the crowd was very quiet throughout the game up until that point. And then the crowd got up, and then it just seemed like the pressure just began to mount ever so slightly. It never was like a siege. We still were comfortable. And then, of course, the pass was played into, I believe it was Szoboszlai who got onto the other side of Zubamendi. Zubamendi brought him down. Szoboszlai stepped up and then just whipped the free kick, just whipped it straight in. And you don't save those, and that was the game. Done. There's been a lot of discourse around Arteta's tactics, and if we were, if we really pushed for it, or if we really, tried to win the game. I'm not going to get into all of that. But I would say I definitely was surprised that Marino started, surprised that Odegaard started on the bench, and then slightly surprised that Martinelli started on the left-hand side. Defensively, I think Martinelli done okay, but going forward, there was nothing, to be honest.